can see the robotic arm as it is moving that MAXI experiment. Easing it on over to the exposed facility. You're watching, looking outside the International Space Station as the MAXI experiment is being offloaded from the exposed section and loaded onto the exposed facility, the porch outside the Kibo laboratory. Working the robotic arm this morning is Commander Mark Polanski along with Koichi Wakata. Wakata has been practicing with that arm and doing some work with the Japanese robotic arm while he was on board the International Space Station these past 4 months, making sure that everything was ready for today's first operational use of that arm. You see a very good view of that exposed section at the very top of your screen, along with the MAXI instrument on the very end of that small, fine arm, the very tip of the arm of the Japanese Kibo's robotic arm. As it is moved just past the exposed facility, the robotic arm is being used to move that instrument from the exposed section onto that exposed facility. This is a definite construction milestone today for the International Space Station, as the outpost new porch is gets its first experiments, its first science experiments. That MAXI experiment that you see is scheduled to stay on board the space station for about 2 years and capture will be used to capture X-ray novae and gamma-ray burst. And one of the interesting facts about this MAXI equipment is that it will promptly disseminate information all over the world through the internet, so that astronomical observations can be followed up and more detailed observations can be made by telescopes. As the International Space Station is orbiting the Earth, the MAXI's two semicircular fields of view on its camera will be able to scan the entire sky. So approximately once every 96 minutes, more than 1,000 X-ray sources will be conveyed to ground observers here on Earth. As you're watching the small, fine arm on the very end of the Japanese robotic arm, as it's moving the MAXI experiment from the exposed section and moving it to the exposed facility below the International Space Station, and docked Endeavour is South America. It's crossing over South America now. Here's a view of that exposed facility and the porch on the that is attached to the Kibo pressurized module. The front porch, or the side porch, that's for the International Space Station, is attached to the Kibo module. That's the exposed facility. It's part of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency's contribution to the International Space Station. That facility will be available for use by all international partners. The first 2 experiments are being moved today from the exposed section onto this exposed facility. The MAXI experiment, which is being now moved by the robotic arm, the Japanese robotic arm, the newest arm on the International Space Station. That primary arm is 32.5 feet long, and the small fine arm on the end of it is 6 feet long. You are getting a good close-up view of the structural latch mechanism that will be used to attach that instrument to the exposed facility.